Good afternoon, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again with another Market Watch Investments video today. Today I'm going to be featuring Elemental Energy, really old set, and there's a lot of awesome stuff in here. So we're just going to go ahead and get into the video. Ultimate Rare Pot of Avarice, everyone knows that came off the ban list at 3 now, and there's just some pretty insane value to it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. We have the Ultimate Rares here, which are just like crazy expensive. I'm not even going to go into those because they're all like $90+ for the first editions. If you're going to get Ultimate, get first edition, go all out. There's some awesome, healthy alternatives though, like the Legendary Collection 4 Joey's World Secret Rares. Let's take a look at these. See if we can wrangle up some first editions. As always, I'm going to be looking at Near Mint Lightly Played. First editions pop right up on the first page. They're about $12 across the board, and they bottom out at about $14 on $14.15 at the bottom of page 1. 5+ pages. There is also the super rares. I believe Elemental Energy Dawned super rares, which look pretty nice too right here. Those are going for a little bit of Casholita as well. So super rare originating set. Let's look for some first editions. Unlimiteds are 6. No first editions on the first page. Second page dawns the first editions, and they are $8. And then they double down to about 9 towards the bottom of page 2. There is 5 pages of this card left, and yeah, okay, moving on. So everyone knows about the Elemental Hero stuff. These are all crazy high expensive. They're collectors, Heroes collector stuff. I don't really know much about Heroes collector stuff. I just know that these are ultimate rares, hard to get, all that stuff. And moving on to some Dark World stuff. So you guys know by now I'm an Advent Dark World player. I love Dark World. So there is an ultimate rare version, the original print, and let's take a look at these. These are first editions are about 15 bones, and they go up to about 16, 17-ish. All first editions on the first page, only 1 page left, and bottoms out at 50 at the very bottom, but you need to get through all these first, which are about under 20 bones. So fantastic card. There's also some alternative choices here. My personal favorites outside of the Ultimate Rares is going to be the Secret Rares Legendary Collection 4, which you can see here, 50+ listings, extremely like under $1, super cheap for probably the first editions too. And then there's also the original Super Rares first editions, which are pretty nice too. And there was I thought there was a gold rare, wasn't there? I thought there was a gold rare, not this premium gold, actually like a nice gold rare. But anyway, definitely, obviously you have the Ultimate Rares, which are super nice, and you got the Secret Rares and the Super Rares. So it's up to you guys on that one. Moving along here, we have Braw, Huntsman of the Dark World. This is another very amazing draw power engine for Dark World. We have the Ultimate Rares here, which I'm actually going to take a peek at those. Those are averaging about $14 to $20 for like the longest time for several years. I haven't really seen much movement in this card besides the fact that it's getting harder to find Ultimate Rare versions that are in nicer conditions, like Near Mint Lightly Played. Unlimiteds are about 10 bones. No first editions on the first page. And the first editions that we are finding is going to be about $23, and just starts to trickle up slowly after that. So this is a fantastic card. Again, this is highest rarity of Braw. There is multiple versions of this card that are really cool, like the Legendary Collection 4 Secret Rares, which are very nice, which are right here. It looks like these are roughly around 3 bones or so. I personally like both versions. I mean, obviously the Ultimate Rares are older, harder to get, and it's higher rarity. So if you're going to get those, definitely get first edition copies. Secret Rares are going to run you about roughly around $3 for the first editions. And there's 4+ pages for Braw. So moving on here, we're going to go to Silva. There is an Ultimate Rare print here coming out of the same set. Unlimiteds are going to be about $5, and first editions we're going to have to hunt down. And first editions are on the third page at $13, and it trickles down to about 19 plus on the end of the second to last page there. There also is some other alternatives, such as the Secret Rares from Legendary Collection 4, which are very, very nice as well. And those are going to run about $1-ish, $2 for the first editions, if you want to factor in shipping. 4 pages left of this, so plenty to go around. Fantastic, just more Dark World support stuff there. Let's see what else we got here. Rapid Fire Magician. This is actually really cool. I don't know if I have it in here. I don't think I do. So let's just take a peek at this really quick. This is specifically the Ultimate Rare version of this. For an Ultimate Rare, first edition Old School Ultimate Rare, this is relatively cheap. It doesn't have like a blowout effect, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's got the stats. It's a level 4. It's a dark. It's a spellcaster. 1600 attack. I mean, not terrible. Could have been better. Would have been probably nicer if they made at least 19 or 18 or so. Pretty cool artwork. Have all these like orbs going around right here. And first editions are going to come on the second page. There's only 2 pages of this card left for the Ultimate Rare prints. And it went up a little bit actually from last time I could review this. I thought it was significantly cheaper, but it's about $10, $10, $11. And then bottoms out at 19 for the last Ultimate Rare. So it's a pretty cool little mini burn effect. Maybe there's a loop that you can do. 400 really isn't that much, but there's a lot of decks that can just swarm magic cards over and recycle and rinse, wash, and repeat and all that stuff. So maybe there'll be a combo one day that can make the card a lot better, but it's just an old school Ultimate Rare and, you know, on the somewhat cheaper end. Alright, so Horus the Black Flame Dragon, level 8. This is always an awesome card. Really nostalgic. This is, surprisingly enough, the special editions in this set in particular were secret rare. Normally they're not. Normally they're like super rares. I'm pretty sure that they're normally super rares in special editions throughout most of the game's eras, but they happen to be secret rares in this one. I think this is really great pickup. This is there's an Ultimate print, obviously, which is really expensive, which is right here. It's like $250. It is ridiculously inexpensive. That's just for the unlimited, and then it goes to $1,200. $1,200 and $50 for the first edition's Ultimate Rare of this. So talk about collector's value. Soul the Duelist, an ancient set, definitely Generation 1 DM era set. And yeah, $1,200 plus for the Ultimate Rare print first editions. In situations when these, I think it's just so crazy that people just, yes, the Ultimate Rare is rare, it looks nice and all that, but it's insane. Like, if you really want to play this card, just get a secret rare. Like, this secret looks gorgeous. This promo secret looks amazing. It does the exact same thing, and it's literally like $4. $4, 4 pages left of this card, particularly for the secret rares, or you can pay a whopping $1,200 plus. It's insane. I really don't get it. I'd much rather really get this, but I get it. It's Ultimate Rares. I get it. I don't get it. I just really don't think it's worth the money by any means. It's cool. Like, it's definitely a awesome card. It can stop magic cards. It's a 3,000 beater. It's kind of difficult to get out depending on, I don't know, the leveled stuff is really old school mechanic, and from what I can remember is extremely slow. So anyway, it is what it is. Moving on here, Braun, Mad King of Dark World. We have that somewhere over here. Ultimate Rares, there's going to be about 3 pages left. Unlimiteds are nothing. First editions are about $3+. There's 2 here, and then there's 3 pages of that. So this has gone up very, very slightly. I was picking up this card, first edition Ultimate Rare prints, for about $50, $1 all day long throughout like the last 3 years. So it's seen a very, very small amount of growth. A lot of people don't run this. It's been a long time since I've ran just pure Dark World. Nowadays, I mix Dark World, use the Dark World engine in other decks, such as Shadal's. and it's been working out pretty well for me. So there's also the ultra rare reprints from Legendary Collection 4s, which are like nothing, they're like less than $1. So that is Mad King. Next card is me Sacred Phoenix of Nethethes. Nethethes, I can never pronounce this. There is an ultimate rare print, which I featured before from Flaming Eternity. I covered this set not too long ago in its entirety. And unlimiteds are about $20. And then the first four editions we get for the ultimate rare prints are going to be about $38. And there's 3 pages of this specifically for the ultimate prints. These look gorgeous again. See, like, this is more reasonable. Like, this is Flaming Eternally. It's a little bit newer compared to Soul of the Duelist, which was Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8. But this is I can't get over this. Like, this is insane. Like, the collector's market on these ultimate rares is just getting like unrealistic. Like, is anyone seriously considering to pay $1,200+ for a single piece of cardboard? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I love cardboard. I love max rarity stuff. But like this reminds me of like this is more expensive than Max C Ultimate Rare. Max C Ultimate Rare is like, and that's like $500, like a half a grand for Ultimate Rare Max C right now. And even to me, that $500 for one card is just, it's insane. I could never fathom spending so much money on just one piece of Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard. This is just outrageous. $1,200, like, this is insane. Like, who's gonna buy this? Like, but anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So going back, whereas this, Sacred Phoenix of Nethethes, this is kind of a more playable card per se, because you can just bust it out way easier, and then it's basically just a Heavy Storm on legs. Really awesome artwork, and again, relatively just around the same time frame in age, old school Ultimate Rare. And these are about $40, so it's like $40 or $1,200. This is a lot more reasonable price point for a collector's card like this, Ultimate Rare. And then you have the Secret Rares, which was actually a promo. Again, the special edition promos were Secret Rares. This looks gorgeous. This is super cheap too. This is like under $1 all across the board. 4 pages left, really accessible. This looks fantastic too. So if you don't want to pay the $40 for the first edition Ultimate Rares, you can get yourself a Secret Rare, which looks almost nearly as gorgeous. I may be biased because Secret Rare is really high on the favorites for me. So there is that. Moving along here. All right, Mad King, Sacred Phoenix, Elemental Hero, Wild Heart. There is several different prints. Most expensive is the Elemental Hero Collections 2 Secret Rare, which is kind of interesting. This must have just been short manufactured or printed or whatever, because there actually is the promo from Elemental Energy, which is the same rarity, which is like super cheap. We can go into that. This really isn't that a good card. This is a really old school Elemental Hero card. Again, but it's just an Elemental Hero card, so it's going to have collectability naturally in the hero economy / world, whatever you want to call it. It's literally $1, a little over $1 for manufacturer and shipping all across the board for the promo, special edition promo from Elemental Energy. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. Silent Swordsman level 5. There's also an Ultimate version, if I'm not mistaken, of this, which is really expensive, but not like, it's holding good value. There's also a dual terminal version, I think super rare, which I've covered in some of my previous videos as well, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty good. This one looks like it's about $1, so that's pretty cool. Check that out. The Creator, I love this card. So this is the cover card for Rise of Destiny. There is Ultimate Rare version starting from the original set, which is awesome too, but this specifically being a Secret Rare, again, the promos were fantastic in this. One, because they were Secret Rares instead of like some super rares or like ultra rares or whatever. They made them secret rares. I don't know if this was just kind of the era of the core sets. They started making the special edition secret rares to entice more players to get the unlimited versions of this set. But they made some very beautiful, nice choices on the secret rare promo card. This is like $1 plus shipping if you want to factor that in. There's 4 pages left, and this is I love this card. It doesn't have the best effect, doesn't have the best stats, but it's It's a level 8 if I'm not mistaken. It's a light. It's a thunder. It's got killer artwork, and it's like, I don't know, that it just really reminds me of Rise of Destiny. And Rise of Destiny is like really special to me because it was kind of the end of like the DM era. It's kind of the end of Generation 1 core sets of Yu-Gi-Oh for me because kind of around the era where I quit the game as a kid, and it was the last core set that we got Yami Yugi on the cover of the booster pack, and that was kind of just like the end for me before I came back in 2011 after high school. So really great card. So again, the Secret promos are just fantastic in this set. Going on, continue on through here. Beige has an ultra rare print. I don't think I brought it up here, but there's an ultra rare print from Legendary Collections, either 3 or 4. I'll just dip into it really quick. I don't think I pulled it up on a separate tab. So really don't concern yourself with this common. This is for peasants who don't play with common cards here. And the White Mexicans Market Watch Investments. We go for ultra rares. Again, I'm probably gonna get some ruckus for this because I'm always I'm always dissing ultra rares. Ultra rares is not by any means my favorite rarity, but it's a lot better than a common. You know, you get what you get when Konami starts firing up the manufacturing plant or whatever have you, making all these hot cardboards. So it's about $2 across the board if you want to factor in shipping, and about 5 pages left of this. So there is beige for you. Pretty sure that's going to be one of the last cards. This was a really tiny set. I've been reviewing all these Legendary Collection sets. They're all like 200 plus cards, and it's been taking me like an hour plus to shoot these videos. And I really appreciate you guys tolerating, sticking with me through thick and thin of these long videos. I know watching an hour plus video, market watch investment video, isn't necessarily like the best pastime, unless it is. Like, I mean, if you guys are like me, I really enjoy just looking at the market, looking at cards, trying to predict investments and price value fluctuations, all that good stuff. This card's pretty cool too, the Forces of Darkness. It's basically kind of like a salvage for Dark World monsters, specifically non-fusion area. I could have covered this a couple days ago in a couple of my videos. This is an awesome floodgate. Basically just locks down fusion summoning for all those pesky fusion decks. And I think there's 2 versions of this, and both of them are common, so I definitely go for this one because it's the original print. Go first edition always. And let's see here. I think that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap up to a close here. Gateway has a secret rare print now from, I think, Legendary Collections 4, but we have Monster Reborn back now, so it's kind of somewhat useless. And okay, so that's it. The last thing I wanted to review for this set, so really quickly just going through here, we can showcase all the craziness. Oh, I forgot. So besides the secret rare and the ultimate rares for Sacred Phoenix, there's also a dual terminal 6, which is another significant rarity. I'm pretty sure, yeah, not too long ago, though, I'm kind of recycling some of these cards, showcasing them, because they kind of just blend together when I'm searching through these particular sets. But this is a rare dying from Dual Terminal 6, and it's still really cheap. It's like $1 plus shipping. There are only 2 pages left, but this is definitely another healthy alternative. I'm really kind of up in arms about if I'd rather prefer to have this or the secret rare. Honestly, I would probably prefer to have this because it is dual terminal and it is rare. But the secret rare does look very, very nice as well. Alright, so the last thing I wanted to talk about was kind of a little unforgotten deck. I think this was a, I want to say, I don't know, either 5Ds or GX. That was after my time, so I always get those eras mixed up. For 5Ds, I came in towards the very, very end of 5Ds. So, anyway, Fables. So, the dual terminal stuff has actually seen some pretty great value increase. Grimro always had a pretty significant price point. This was always kind of the go-to card for value, specifically for high rarity Fabled stuff. This is really cool because Fables, again, they're light fiends, and fiends are normally dark. So I think Fables and Magical Musketeers are some of the only deck cores that are Fiend Lights. A lot of other Fiend stuff is all dark, so this is kind of unique on its own merit. I like that. This is the Dual Terminal 2 Super Rares, and there's not that many on the market. They're about $15. Core TCG Player, this is a really good shop. I like shopping for them. They're really good. They're really good at what they do. So there is Grimro. There's a couple different synchros here that came out ultra rare, if I'm not mistaken, which are pretty cool. I'm not too familiar with their effects. I know there's one where you can pitch your whole hand and draw a couple cards. Leviathan, Reagan, and then Valkyris. Really cool artwork. I think I personally have Valkyris. I have a couple copies of this Valkyris. These are all three of these are ultra rares, the synchros, and they're all going for some relatively good cash piles there. So you have that. Crus. I always want to say Cryus. I don't know why I always want to say Fable Cryus, but Crus. This is a rare from Dual Terminal 3. This is having some pretty good, holding some pretty good value as well. It's about $6+, $7, goes to 8. There's 18 of it here from DCG, and there's 3 pages. And this has fantastic artwork. I love her little dress and how she's crying, and she's got the little demon wings. And yeah, I just the artwork really kind of seals the deal on Crust for me. And let's see what else. And I actually, the reason why I kind of thought about this is because I was thinking of like old school nostalgic tech cards for my Dark World deck. And back in the day, and maybe even some players to this date, rocked Fabled Raven. And this has some pretty cool rarities, but this being the best, the original print dawning from Duelist Revolution. And the first edition Secret Rares are holding some pretty good value too. You can see unlimiteds are not really much. They're about 5 bones. And then the first edition is about 6+. Moving on to page 2, we get about 850 and then 9 bones for, and that goes to about 10. Already at the second page for the first edition. Awesome, deep, secret rarity of Fable Raven. I don't really know why, but this card reminds me of like, it's kind of out there, but like of like Psycho Mantis. Do you guys ever play Metal Gear Solid? Like any Metal Gear Solid players out there, like old school, like PlayStation 1 era, the one that came out in like the 1990s. I don't know why. Like it just reminds me of Psycho Mantis. That was also my favorite boss in that game. Okay, so going back, there's Fabled Raven. And then let's see what other cards are over here. Here is Cerebral, if that's how you pronounce it. Solkius is Solkius, I guess. It's going for a pretty good amount of value too. I believe this is a super rare. Cerebral. This is the super rare from Dual Terminal 4. Really cool artwork. This is probably one of my favorite artworks, right up there with Crust for artworks for Fable cards. This is about $5+, and then it jumps to 8, and there's only 1 page left, not even a full page, so this is definitely starting to disappear as well. So Fables is just a really cool deck. Back in the day, they used to be pretty good. I don't really think they'll ever really grow to predominance again unless they get some major support cards. But, you know, I like to go through and review old school deck cores and just kind of deck cores in general that I'm just kind of reviewing and that I think are just kind of cool, that deserve a little bit of spotlight. So this is it. This is Fables right here. It's mixed in with a lot of cool rarities, a lot of holo foils and the dual terminal sets. Several secret rares in the hidden arsenals, of course, and yeah, there's Fables for you. So thank you so much for watching these videos. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This has been a showcasing by The White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.